Hey friends, thanks so much for joining me today. If you are new here, my name is Katie. Please be sure to check out my channel and subscribe for weekly yoga videos. For today's class, we're going to be bringing awareness to our feet. This is going to be a hands-free flow, but of course, if you would like to use your hands at any point during the class, feel free to use them to help support you. We're going to get started in Tadasana near the top of our mat. So, toes, heels can touch if you would like to, or if it's more comfortable, you can separate them about hips width distance. Find a stance that helps ground you, helps give you support. Feel free to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or maybe just soften them. Maybe bringing your gaze towards your nose. Palms shining forward. I want you to just take a moment here to maybe notice the weight in your feet. Maybe noticing if one foot has a little bit more weight than the other. You try shifting it side to side, finding a little bit of a balance. Maybe notice if you can shift the weight forwards and backwards. Maybe bringing the weight towards your toes and shifting the weight towards your heels. And of course, if you kind of shift a little too much, you move out of the stance, no big deal. Just try to find yourself back in Tadasana. Wherever you are, let's go ahead and find ourselves in stillness, in as much balance as we can. I want you to shift the weight over towards your right foot, and then lift up your left foot about an inch from the ground. Finding a little bit of a balance here. The ground is there, not too far away from it. And then gently bring your left foot down. Shift the weight over to your left foot. This time, we're going to lift up the right foot just about an inch from the ground. Maybe notice if there's a little bit of a difference between the right and the left. And slowly, we're going to bring the right foot down towards the ground. Shift the weight to the right foot. This time, we're going to bring our left knee into our chest. So a little bit more height. Can you lift up your chest? Find length in your spine. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. And slowly, we're going to bring our left foot down towards the ground. Shift the weight to the left foot. Slowly feel the weight shift over. Bring the right knee into the chest. Can you engage your left quad, your left glute? Help stabilize the leg. Can you find length in your spine? Reach the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. And slowly, with control, we're going to bring the right foot down to meet the left, meeting back in Tadasana. Moving into half Surya A's. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center, hinge at your hips, folding on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend into your knees. Use the strength of your glutes to help roll you up to standing, reaching your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, find the reach. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center. Hinge at your hip, fold on down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly root to rise up to stand. Reaching your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Can you reach a little bit taller? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend into the knees. Use your legs to help support you. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. Shift the weight over to your right foot. We're going to bring our left knee into our chest. Hands on our shoulders. As you exhale, I want you to kick your left foot leg forward and imagine you're pushing something away with your arms. Inhale, we're going to bend into our left knee. Reach our left foot back, reaching our arms up, landing in high lunge. In our high lunge here, let's take a moment just to notice our feet here. Can you pull your right heel back, your left leg pulls forward, allowing yourself to square into the hips. Maybe sit a little bit deeper. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to straighten into our right leg. Bring our fingertips down towards the ground. Modified pyramid pose. In this modified pyramid pose, I want you to think about coming high onto your left toes here, helping you square the hips. Inhale, bend into that right knee. Reach your arms up overhead, back into high lunge. And then as you exhale, we're going to swivel the left heel down. Reach our arms to the side. Warrior two. In our warrior two here, take a moment. Again, noticing where your feet are. Where's the weight distribution in your feet? Maybe noticing if the knife edge of your left foot is into the ground. Right foot heel is pulling, allowing you to bend into your knee. Inhale, straighten into this right leg. And as you exhale, pivot the left toes out towards the back left of the mat. Sit down low, Skandasana. In the Skandasana, find your depth here. Maybe you're a little bit higher, maybe you're a little bit lower. Can you find your left arch in the foot, allowing you to find a little bit more stability in this left foot? From here, I want you to look forward at the mat and start to dig your right heel into the ground. I want you to start digging your right heel to help pull you back towards the top of the mat, bringing your left knee into your chest, and then drop the left foot down. Moving on to the other side here. Inhale, shift the weight over to your left foot, bring your right knee into your chest, hands on your shoulders. As you exhale, I want you to kick and push. Inhale, we're going to bring that right foot back in, reaching it right behind us, allowing us to find ourselves in high lunge. Find the control here. Again, taking the moment here for this first round, notice your feet. Where's the weight? Can you shift the weight towards your back foot? Notice how that feels. Maybe try shifting the weight towards your front left foot. See how that feels here. Can we find a little bit of balance? Can we scissor our legs together to find center? Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips down towards the ground. Push your hips back and up, finding ourselves in modified pyramid pose. Come up high onto the right toe mound, pulling this left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale. We'll bend into the left knee, reach our arms up overhead, high lunge. And as we exhale, we're going to pivot our right heel down, finding ourselves in warrior two. Take a moment here. Notice your feet in this warrior two. Maybe notice your arches of the feet. Can you imagine there's suction cups? So really engaging the foot here, finding stability. Take a deep inhale. We're going to straighten into this left leg. Pivot the right toes out towards the back right of the mat and sitting into our Skandasana. Finding your depth here. Engaging that right foot. From here, I want you to look forward towards the top of the mat and then start digging your left heel into the ground. Dig, dig, dig to help allow you to pull yourself towards the front of the mat, bringing your right knee into your chest, and then drop the right foot down. Find yourselves back in Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, and then I want you to come up high onto your toes, as if you're a ballerina. From here, we're going to start bending into your knees. I want you to stay high into the toes. Imagine you're on an elevator here, slowly coming down, all the way down. If you need to use your hands to support you here, feel free to go ahead and do so. All the way, so you allow your butt to come down, and then finding ourselves in low boat. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to come into high boat. Stamp your feet down and rise on up to stand. Back into Tadasana. All right, let's go through that a couple more times, finding a little bit more flow here. Inhale, bring your left knee into your chest, hands on your chest. Exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring that knee in, reach it back behind us, finding ourselves in high lunge. Again, engaging our feet here. Can you pull the right heel back, left foot forward, square the hips? As you exhale, bring the fingertips down towards the ground, push your hips back and up into space, modified pyramid pose. Can you spike up your heel? Notice the weight into your left big toe. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Reach your arms up overhead, high lunge. Exhale, swivel the left heel down, warrior two. Can you push the knife edge of your left foot away? Notice how that feels. Again, feel the arches here. Inhale, straighten into the right leg. Pivot your left toes out. And as you exhale, finding ourselves in Skandasana. Think about pulling this left knee back, opening up here. Dig into your right heel. Look towards the front of the mat. Pull yourself towards the front here. Bring your left knee into your chest. Feel the balance, feel the wobble. And bring the left foot down. Inhale, right knee into the chest. As you exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring that right knee back into the chest. We're going to reach our right toes back, back, back. Finding ourselves in high lunge. Take a deep inhale here. Feel the feet active, supporting you. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our fingertips down towards the ground. Modify pyramid pose. Find the weight in the right big toe. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Reach the arms up overhead, high lunge. As you exhale, swivel the right heel down, finding ourselves in warrior two. Can you notice how does this warrior two feel different from the other side? Notice if there's any differences in stability. Inhale, straighten into the left leg. I'm going to pivot the right toes out and finding ourselves sitting into Skandasana. And the Skandasana, can you think about pulling your right knee out, opening up, and then engaging that right foot. Dig into the left heel. Dig, dig, dig to help allow you to pull yourself towards the front of the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. And exhale, drop the right foot down. Inhale, left knee into your chest. Exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring that left knee into your chest. As you exhale, start reaching, reaching, reaching. Maybe notice the weight into your right foot, how that helps stabilizes you to allow you to lightly land in high lunge. Exhale, bring your fingertips towards the ground. Push your hips back and up. Maybe think about pulling the right heel back this time. Notice that gives you a little bit more engagement in your right hamstring. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Reach the arms up overhead, high lunge. And as you exhale, finding ourselves warrior two. Inhale, straighten into the right leg. Pivot the left toes towards the back. And then finding ourselves in Skandasana. Option here to open up just a little bit here if you'd like to, or find a quick bind. Dig into the right heel. Pull, pull, pull yourself. Can you shift the weight towards your right foot to lift your left knee into your chest? Wobble a little bit, that's totally fine. And then drop your left foot down. Inhale, right knee into your chest, hands on your shoulders. As you exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring the right knee into your chest. Reach the right foot back. Again, feel the shift of weight towards your left foot to help stabilize you and land lightly into high lunge. Exhale, bring your fingertips down towards the ground. Push your hips back and up into space. This time, think about pulling the left heel back, engaging that left hamstring. Inhale, bend into the left knee. Reach your arms up overhead, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Finding a moment here. Inhale, straighten into the left leg. Pivot the right toes out. Sit down low. Skandasana. If you opened up on the other side, feel free to open, reaching the left arm up, right hand down, or maybe a quick bind. From here, go ahead, dig into your left heel. Really dig in here. Pull yourself forward towards the top of the mat. Right knee into your chest. Exhale, bring the right foot down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Come up high onto your toes. As you exhale, we're going to slowly come down this elevator. I want you to stay as high into your toes as much as you can. If your legs are shaking, mine are too. You've got this. Slowly with control, we're going to bring our butt towards the ground, finding ourselves into low boat. Inhale here, holding it. And as you exhale, we're going to find ourselves high boat, stamp our feet down, rise on up, Tadasana. One more round here, you've got this. Inhale, bring your left knee into your chest, hands on your shoulders. Exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring the left knee into your chest. We're going to reach our left leg behind us, finding ourselves in high lunge. Exhale, fingertips towards the ground. Push the hips back and up into space, modified pyramid. Inhale, bend into the right knee. Reach the arms up overhead. Feel the stability of your feet here. As you exhale, find ourselves into warrior two. Inhale, straighten into that right leg. Pivot the left toes out, finding ourselves in Skandasana, in our left leg. Dig your right heel into the ground. Look forward. I'm going to pull ourselves, allowing ourselves to find ourselves at the top of the mat. Left knee into chest. Release the left foot down. Inhale, right knee into chest, hands on our shoulders. Exhale, kick and push. Inhale, bring that right knee in. Reach the right foot back behind us, finding ourselves high crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hands towards the ground. Push your hips back and up into space. Modified pyramid pose. Inhale, bend into that left knee. Reach the arms up. High lunge. And as we exhale, move into warrior two. Inhale, straighten into that left leg. Pivot the right toes out. Finding ourselves in Skandasana. Dig your left heel into the ground. Look forward towards the top of the mat. Pull yourself. Use your left heel to pull you into the top of the mat. Right foot down. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Come up high, high, high onto your toes. Think about magnetizing the ankles together for a little bit more stability here. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly, with control, find ourselves lowering down, 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 until we find ourselves in low boat. Of course, feel free to use your hands to help support you on the way down or on the way up. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, find ourselves stamping our feet to the ground and then standing on up, back in Tadasana. All right, just take a quick moment here, settling in. We return to Tadasana. And if you would like to, maybe gently close your eyes or soften them. Maybe notice how this Tadasana might feel a little bit different than the first Tadasana when we started class. Maybe feeling your heartbeat in your chest. Maybe your feet feel a little bit more active and alive. Feeling a little bit of a shift, side to side, front and back. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, gently open your eyes. And then find ourselves in a wide-legged stance, facing the side of the mat. Don't want you to find too wide of a stance here. We're going to find some activation here in just a moment. From here, I want you to start to think about digging the knife edges of your feet, so the outside of your feet, and pushing them towards the outside of the mat. So your legs aren't going to be actually moving here, but I want you to find that internal strength to really pull your feet apart, imagining that you can rip apart your mat here. You should feel the sides of your legs active here. Holding on for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to reverse the movement. This time we're going to bring our feet together. Again, our feet aren't going to move. It's just that I want you to find that internal engagement, as if you can fold the mat together. My legs are shaking. That's how hard I'm working here. Holding it here for another 3, 2, 1, and relax, release. Whew. Feel free to shake out your hips just a little bit here. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, fold on down. Let this feel nice. Feel free to sway side to side. Maybe take a moment here to notice a shift in the weight in your feet. Maybe try shifting forwards on towards your toes, backwards towards your heels. Inhale, we'll halfway lift. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, slowly root to rise up to stand. We're going to pivot our toes out, heels, and sit down low, goddess pose. In this goddess pose, I want you to think about rooting into your feet here. Sit your hips down low. Lift up the chest. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to pivot our left knee down towards the ground, finding ourselves in Anjaneyasana. Reach your arms up. This is a little bit of a shortened Anjaneyasana. Low lunge, completely fine. But think about pulling this right heel back. Engage your core here. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to find ourselves in half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. So push your hips back into space. You can use your hands, you can use no hands. Really up to you. But bring the awareness towards your right heel. Can you pull this right heel back? Maybe pull the right toes towards your face. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to put our right foot down, bend into the right knee. Reach your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, we're going to peel our right knee open back into goddess pose. Exhale, stand and fold. All right, same thing, but on the other side. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Pivot the toes out, heels in, sit down low, goddess pose. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to pivot our right knee down this time. Reach our arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Think about pulling this left heel back. As you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Use your hands, use no hands. This is your practice. Do what's available here for you. But I want you to bring the awareness towards your left foot. Can you dig that left heel into the ground? Help stabilize you. Maybe bring your left toes towards your face. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to plant the left foot. And then reach our arms up overhead. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to peel our right knee up and away, finding ourselves back in goddess pose. And exhale, stand up straight, forward fold. Now, certainly feel free to use your hands here. Sometimes I like to just have a little bit of support here, completely fine. But if you do want to try to challenge yourself, challenge your balance, try to go hands-free. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Pivot the toes out, heels in, sit down low, goddess pose. Can you think about lifting up your chest here, long spine. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, I'm going to pivot the left knee down. Reach your arms up, Anjaneyasana. Find length. As you exhale, maybe swing your arms back like airplanes, finding yourselves Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, rise back up, low lunge. And as you exhale, peel that left knee open, slowly with control. Dig your left toes into the ground to help support you here, finding ourselves back in goddess pose. Exhale, straighten into your legs, pivot the toes forward, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, slowly root to rise up to stand. As you exhale, pivot the heel toes out, heels in, sit into goddess pose. Ooh, my words here. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to bring our right knee down towards the ground. Reach the arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. And as you exhale, you can try to reach your arms back like airplanes or bring them towards the ground. Dig the left heel into the ground. Reach the left toes towards your face. Inhale, rising back into low lunge. And as you exhale, we're going to peel our left knee open. Dig your right toes into the ground to help lift you up. Peel it open, goddess pose. Exhale, straighten into the legs. Pivot your toes forward, fold. You're doing wonderful here. I know your legs are talking. Goddess pose is no joke. Inhale to halfway lift. We've got one more round. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Pivot the heels in, toes out. Goddess pose. Can you sit a little bit lower? Can you find a little bit more length in your spine? Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to bring the left knee down. Reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, finding Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Maybe try to pivot your toes towards a different direction, maybe the opening towards the right side. Notice a different line of tension. Inhale, bend into that right knee, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, dig into your left toes, lift up your knee to help peel it open back to goddess pose. Exhale, straighten into the legs, pivot the toes forward, fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise on up to stand. Pivot the toes out, heels in, sit low, goddess pose. Can you sit a little bit lower? Open up the knees here. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to bring the right knee down towards the ground this time. Reach the arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Find the reach, maybe a little bit more of a back bend. And then as you exhale, push the hips back into space. Half splits. If you moved your toes in a different direction, maybe try it here. Find a different line of tension. On your next inhale, bend into the left knee, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Then as you exhale, push into your right toes, lift up your right knee, peel it open, goddess pose. Exhale, straighten into your legs, fold forward. And then feel free to sway side to side here. We really worked into the hips here. We really put a lot of focus into our feet. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, slowly root to rise up to stand. And then from here, slowly bring your feet together. You can certainly find ourselves in Tadasana in this middle of the mat, or if you prefer, you can meet at the top of the mat in Tadasana. Again, feel free to gently close your eyes or soften them here. Taking a moment to see how your feet feel different compared to the beginning of class, middle class, and now. We've put a lot of focus in our feet in this class, noticing how it carries weight, how it helps stabilizes us, how it helps us feel grounded. Take a deep inhale here. Audible exhale out the mouth. Inhale here. Long exhale. Deep inhale through the nose. Feel the expansion of your chest, your back body. Audible exhale here. Now this is going to be a little bit untraditional, but I am going to leave you here in Tadasana today. If you would like to be a little bit more grounded, feel free to move into Shavasana. But I do want to encourage you to just linger here in Tadasana. Allow your heart rate to settle, finding deep, even breaths. And also give yourself a moment of gratitude, giving gratitude to your feet, to allowing you to walk through life, to support you, to help you feel grounded. And of course, a little bit of gratitude for yourself for showing up on the mat today, for moving. Thank you so much for practicing here with me today. Of course, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think of the practice, if you have any questions, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon.